Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature an inflorescence or flower bloom coming from a Sansevieria species which is known in the market as grandis variety zuluensis, which is very similar to the aubrytiana species, and maybe it is a variety of the species. It's the ID or the origin is already lost, and I'm trying to research on it, and what I'm doing right now is I'm collating the inflorescence or the transformation of the inflorescence, which is very important because there are stages like the one that I'm showing you right now, which is unique to the species, and later on I'll have pictures which can compare same day or same phase wherein they will show different growth habits. They will look very different to each other. That's because they might be a variety of a species which will differ in some phases of the flower bloom. This is, by the way, is how the clump looks like, and right now this is how the flower bud has grown. It has grown in height, and like I mentioned, I have another specimen of an aubrytiana clump, and during this stage it has a different form, or the growth habit of the flower bloom is different from what I'm showing you right now. That is why there is some truth to why it is called another name. It is because it has differences compared to the actual aubrytiana species. I'm still showing you pictures of the growth phase, and right now it has grown in length, and some of the flower bracts have been left out, and you will be able to see the flower tubes forming, and this is how it looks like now. And as you can see, the stalk height is very variable. There are stalks that are very short. There are stalks that might be that are already very long, and on this picture you will see that the flower tubes are becoming more evident, and they will grow apart from each other in clumps. This is how it looks like right now. There are multiple flower stalks that are simultaneously growing on this particular so-called grandis variety zuluensis, which I think is a variety, or perhaps also an aubrytiana species that just differs with regards to type location. That said, they might be found in some parts or different parts of Africa. That is why they have different morphologies compared to each other, but nonetheless there are difference with the other specimen of aubrytiana that I have. So we're not just sure which one is the aubrytiana species that was described by the French by the La Revue Horticole. It's a French periodical published back in 1829 and 1974, and the one that we have is actually submitted or published back in 1861. So this is how the clump looks like now, and the flower stalk, some of the flower stalks are very tall, some of the flower stalks are short, so there is really a variance with regards to the height of the flower stalk. So in comparison to what La Revue Horticole submitted, which is 45 centimeters to 60 centimeters, that's around 17 to 24 inches, it is lower to about 30 centimeters to 60 centimeters compared to what they have submitted. So this type of what might be also an aubrytiana species might be collected from a different type location, but it is mistagged as grandis variety zuluensis in the market, and actually Huan Chainayan also advised against it or warned that it is not the actual grandis species, but it is now very popular in the market as grandis variety zuluensis. So like I mentioned, my view with regards to it, learning and observing the specimens that I have, there are really difference, and like you said, I'll show more pictures. Right now the bloom or the flower tubes have opened up, they have bloomed. I think this is the fourth or fifth day, and I have like I'm showing right now, I'm really measuring the inflorescence or height, which is variable. Like I mentioned, this one measures to about 15 to 14 inches, and the other ones would be around 18 to 20 inches, 24 inches. This picture would show you an actual life-size comparison. Andres is actually 5'3", 5'2" in height, and you would see that the inflorescence of this so-called grandis variety zuluensis is really variable. And this picture right now is the actual aubrytiana species that I think which matches the submitted one, which is really 45 to 60 centimeters, and it is uniform in length. So more pictures, like I mentioned, I will share. The difference between the left is the so-called grandis variety zuluensis, and the right is the aubrytiana species. So in this phase of the inflorescence growth, you will really say that the two Sansevieria plants are different from each other. The growth habits are different. The leaf edges are different, the pattern are different. There are subtle differences which, if you're having an untrained eye, you will not be able to figure out which one's which. If you have been collected, if you have been paying attention to the pattern, this is the one that I'm showing right now. If you will not place both leaf side by side, then you will not be able to figure out the difference between the so-called grandis variety zuluensis or the aubrytiana species. But like I mentioned, they might be just belonging to the same aubrytiana species. It's just that they might be found in different parts of Africa, so it's just a different of type location, but there are really difference between them. So in the second video, I have taken it some time ago. I didn't have time, but I just included it here on this episode. So we have more observations with regards to the so-called grandis variety zuluensis. So I'll be back with another video. Please stay tuned. Alright folks, so we're back, and this is the second part of the content where we will be discussing the characteristics of the inflorescence or flower bloom of the Sansevieria species that is known as grandis variety zuluensis. And this is the colony which I grow in the garden. I'll move back a bit so you can see how the whole colony looks like of grandis var zuluensis. They are commonly mistaken as the aubrytiana species, but there are distinct differences when you put the leaves of aubrytiana and grandis var zuluensis side by side. So if you are just looking at them at one glance or through pictures without comparing it on a side-to-side basis of the leaf, then you would say that aubrytiana and grandis variety zuluensis are just the same. So with that said, I have already recorded the inflorescence of the aubrytiana species, and right now I will be showing you the inflorescence of grandis variety zuluensis. So when it comes to leaf pattern, I have already discussed them on a separate video. Right now I will be discussing just the inflorescence characteristics for you, so we can cut the content short, and it will not be very long for everyone to stay tuned with. So going back, this one's the early stages or the mid stages of the inflorescence or flower bloom. It has actually already opened up. This is the first day of the blooming stages from the budding stages of grandis zuluensis. So you'd see the flower tubes opening up from the middle part, and then on the topmost portion, this is how it looks like, and that is from the largest of the colony of grandis zuluensis. So these are the ones that we are looking at. So I will try if I can measure with what I have. Perhaps it will get a bit blurry because I am having challenges in holding the ones that I'm using to measure them. So I'm measuring the first stalk in here. It's measured at 24 or 24.5 of an inch. This one is a late bloom, but the others we can also measure. This one is 22 inches to 22 inches in height, and the one over there that has already bloomed would be at 24 to 25 inches. There's another one in here that also bloomed, but it's just at 20 inches, and you can see that they have already bloomed. So next we will be measuring the flower tube that's almost going to open, and I think that's the one. It's at 2.5 of an inch. The ones that are not going to open yet would be around 2 inches in length. Let's try if we can get some more samples in here for the inflorescence. That's also 2.5 in there. This one is also 2.5 or 2.5. So that's how long the flower tubes when they're about to open up. So folks, we will be also perhaps I'll show you an overlay of a video comparing them to a specimen of aubrytiana, but as what I have see here, the peduncle or flower stalk, which has a very or a bare stem of the inflorescence, meaning they don't have flowers on them. I could perhaps have that measured, and that's about 7 inches. 7 inches of the flower stalk that are not having flower tubes attached to them. So aside from that, the flower tubes are greenish in color, and I think the flower cluster, if we can count, I'm seeing on there 4. I'm checking other clusters, especially these ones. I'm seeing 4 to 1. So that's all the data that I can get from the inflorescence of grandis zuluensis. Also, I don't know if I can have that focus on the topmost portion. There is some sort of the crown on there. You can see it. It's evident on every top of the inflorescence. So I will have to check that with aubrytiana if they also have the same crown on the topmost portion of the flower bloom or the inflorescence of the species. So aside from that, folks, if you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment below, or if you have enjoyed watching the content, please do like and subscribe to our channel. I would pretty much appreciate it. So thank you for watching, and you all have a great day.